Payoff pitch. And gets him! Looking on the outside corner.
2-0, swung on and belted to right field by Feezer. This one is high, back, and gone.
Rounding third. There will be a play at the plate. The slide. He's safe at home.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Hy-Vee, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, Ben's Brew Station, 1919 Root Beer, Fairfield Inn and Suites and the Holiday Inn Express in Yankton, Triple Time Rudy's, Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance, South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Vision Real Estate, Missouri River Associates, First Chiropractic Centers, First Dakota National Bank, the UPS Store, Conkling Distributing, SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, Avera, Mayor Signs, Vision Care Associates, Truxedo, MT and RC Smith Insurance, Olson's Pest Technicians, Parker Hannafin, Midwest Insurance Agency.
Now we go live to the action with SDBA and NSMA Sportscaster of the Year award winner, KYNT Sports Director Bryce Ladwig.
Alongside Brayden Butler, day 2 of the Lewis and Clark Classic here at Riverside Field, Pool A, if you will. And the pool semifinal matchup, Zig Drywall out of Nebraska taking on Yankton Post 12. Winner will play in the pool championship at 5:30. And Yankton 2-0 yesterday. It was a very good performances, Brayden.
Yeah, and the only team in the site that's 2-0. Between Pool B, which was Blair, Madison, and Zig Drywall, they all beat each other, basically. Every team went 1-1. Madison ended up being the odd team out in the tiebreaker, so they're not even in the site semifinals. They played just basically, get a third game in this weekend, make the trip worth the while. They just defeated Hartington in that one. I believe 10-1 was the final score. So it's been a fun weekend of baseball so far, and, it's not over after today. Tomorrow, all the sites come together. There's also sites in Vermilion and in Crofton, and they all come together tomorrow for Championship Sunday. It's been a fun weekend of baseball so far, and we're just keeping it rolling.
Yep, if Yankton loses this matchup, they will not play in the pool championship. There is still an outside chance it could be in the third day, just based on tiebreakers, and because there is some wild card slots available.
There's a wild card slot available. I assume that would go to one of the teams that loses the site championship.
More than likely,
More than likely, but there's still, because I think the first tiebreaker is number of wins. Right now, Yankton is the only team in the Yankton pool with 2 wins, and hypothetically speaking, with every other team having only 1 win right now, the losing team of the site championship would also only have 2 wins. So you could, and then with run differential, Yankton did get a 12-run win yesterday. I think they're plus 16 total over their 2 games yesterday. So there's a lot of factors that play into it, but you just like to win the site semifinals. It sets you up for a good shot to just punch your ticket outright, but also if you need to be a wild card team.
Just try to avoid the Lloyd from Dumber and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance.
There's always a chance.
Just to take care of it, Yankton did their part last night, defeating Ashland 6-2. And, of course, I'm taking on Zig Drywall here today. This is the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was help us smile in every aisle. Let's get into your standings review, or I guess in this case, your classic review. Brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. It's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Brayden, I sent you the updated pool. Do you have access to it?
Yes, I do.
Well, I should have done that yesterday.
There we go.
There we go.
Anyway, we'll start with the Yankton pool, or Yankton site, excuse me. In Pool A, Yankton was the lone undefeated team, went 2-0 yesterday. They were top of the pool, so they are the 1 seed out of the Pool A. Ashland is seed number 2. They went 1-1, and then Hartington went 0-2. They were the 3rd team in the pool, odd team out for the site semifinals. In Pool B, Blair, Madison, and Zig Drywall all went 1-1, but due to tiebreakers, Madison was the team left outside of the site semifinals. We already mentioned that Yankton obviously playing Zig Drywall here first. Blair will then take on Ashland in our second game today. The winner of these 2 games will go to the site championship here for Yankton's pool. As for the Vermilion pool, Vermilion 0-2 on day 1, so they were the 3rd team in Pool A. Second place was Legacy, who went 1-1, and then Sioux Falls West went 2-0. Over their 2 games, they scored 25 runs and allowed 2. So Sioux Falls West looking like an early contender out in the Vermilion pool. Brandon Valley also went 2-0 on day 1 in Vermilion. Del Rapids went 1-1, and Elmwood went 0-2. So For today's site semifinals, Sioux Falls West plays Del Rapids in Game 1, and then Brandon Valley plays Legacy in Game 2. Winner of both those games goes to the site championships in Vermilion. And if it lets me, there we go. It wasn't letting me get to the Crofton pool at first, but Crofton goes 0-2 in Pool A, so they were the third team in that one. Tabor went 1-1, and Sioux Falls East went 2-0, outscoring their opponents 20-3 over their 2 games. As for Pool B, Lincoln Southeast is the top team, 2-0 record. Dakota Valley went 1-1, and Renner went 0-2. So site semifinals in Crofton. Sioux Falls East plays Dakota Valley in Game 1 of the site semifinals. Lincoln Southeast plays Tabor in Game 2, and then in the site championship, the winner of those 2 games will meet. The 3 site champions plus a wildcard team come back to Yankton tomorrow for the Lewis and Clark Classic Championships, the semifinals and finals. If you need me to go over it again, I suggest you look it up yourself.
I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say?
Yeah, you got it, brother.
All right, thank you, Brayden. We're in the broadcast booth, brought to you by Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express in Yankton. Get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling the Fairfield by Marriott or Holiday Inn Express Hotel Direct 605-653-2250. Fans of the game, brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you're traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. Good crowd on hand today. Beautiful day for baseball. And really has been a really nice couple days, except for yesterday morning when it was drizzling rain. But, you know, baseball at like 7:30 in the morning. That's what you're going to get, Brayden.
It just tends to happen.
Thanks to our broadcast partners, America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, can review your game plan. Call 605-653-4860 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here in the Hy-Vee pregame show. It's a Lewis and Clark Classic. Pool A semi-final matchup. Zig Drywall taking on Yankton post 12 on KYNT and KYN-TV.
It's Hy-Vee's 3-day meat sale this Friday through Sunday. Get our special recipe brats, 8 for just $10. Pork chops, just 99 cents. Table Makers chicken breasts, just $1.99 a pound. George's chicken leg quarters, just 59 cents a pound. Whole boneless pork loin, just $1.88 a pound. Plus, save on bacon, ribs, chicken grillers, and more. Save in-store and online. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
The Boathouse is for everyone. Axe throwing, mini bowling, shuffleboard, beanbag, golf, pool, and darts. Plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Some say the Boathouse is the most fun you can have on land. Trivia on Tuesday nights, music bingo on Wednesdays with live music on Friday night. This is downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages. If you can't be on the boat or at a Bucks or Gazelles game, then it's the Boathouse.
When the summer heat is on, make sure your cooling system is up to the challenge. Kaiser Heating and Cooling has the right solution for your home or business, whether it's a high-efficiency air conditioner, geothermal system, or reliable heat pump unit. For over 77 years, we've been keeping Yankton cool with expert installation and service. Don't sweat this summer. Stay comfortable all season long with Kaiser Heating and Cooling, Yankton's most trusted heating and cooling professionals.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
All right, welcome back in here to the pregame show brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee was help us smile in every aisle. Zig Drywall taking on Yankton Post 12 in the Pool A semi-final matchup here this afternoon. Let's get your stats and focus brought to you by Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Located at 2701 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton, or call 665-2020. Still love that number. I think they chose that phone number on purpose, Brayden.
That's a well thought out choice of number. And, with those stats in focus, let's look at the team stats for Yankton at the plate. 277 batting average, 259 on base to start the Legion season, 799 OPS, slugging at 340. They've hit 7 doubles, 2 home runs, 38 RBIs, 50 total runs scored this season, 60 walks drawn to 49 strikeouts. As for the team stats on the mound, 50 total innings pitched. They've faced 226 batters. Perfect on save opportunities so far this year are Yankton Post 12. 4 for 4. They've given up 23 runs as a team, 21 of them earned, 46 strikeouts to 30 walks, a team ERA of 2.94, and a whip of 1.5. And the pitcher we'll see on the mound today will be Cale Gary, who has thrown 5 innings this season across 3 games, faced 23 batters. He's given up 2 runs, both earned, 8 strikeouts to 2 walks, 2.8 ERA, and a 1.8 whip. He stranded 6 runners on base. It's over 5 innings of work for Cale Gary. We should see him quite a bit today. With these classics, you expect your pitchers to go a little longer when they're out there on the starting bump, and that's what we're expecting today from Gary.
Thank you, Brayden. And thanks to our broadcast partner, Elwood Family Dental Care. They take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. And Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Take another break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Lewis and Clark Classic, Day 2, site semifinal matchup. Coming up, Zig Drywall, Yankton Post 12 on KYNT and KYN-TV.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
School may be out for summer, but now is the time to get your child's school and sports physicals. Beat the last-minute rush. Schedule your kindergarten physical and necessary vaccines, 6th grade physical and required vaccines, and for those entering 7th and 10th grade, your high school sports physical. Yankton Medical Clinic makes it easier than ever with online scheduling available 24/7 or call today. School's out for summer, but let Yankton Medical Clinic help you stay ahead of the game by getting your school physicals now. So much care, so close to home.
Isn't it great when things work how they should? Like the award-winning free checking from FNBO. No monthly fees, no minimums, and no overdraft fees ever. Online, in the app, on the go, or down the street. You be you, and we'll make it easy to bank your way and manage your account. Here's to simple, flexible, and free. Here's to checking that works the way you want it to. Visit fnbo.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO Free Checking. Member FDIC.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
Scratching your head when it comes to choosing health insurance for your company? Don't worry. Health insurance is what we do, and our benefits will grow and expand as your company does. With Avera Health Plans, you can count on competitive premiums and access to a broad network of care, including well-being support and mental health benefits. Our comprehensive business health insurance will make you look like the expert. Just ask your insurance agent or go to averahealthplans.com.
Looking for the perfect place to get together with friends and family, watch the game, and enjoy some of the best wings in town? Make plans to visit Checkers Sports Bar and Grill. Whether it's baseball, hockey highlights, or any other sport, your game day cravings are covered. Enjoy the action while you dig into mouth-watering wings, juicy burgers, and stacked sandwiches. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Have a large group or event that you'd like to offer clothing for? JJ Benji's can make you look good. Instead of you taking orders, collecting money, and then delivering the clothing, let JJ Benji's handle it all. JJ Benji's will create an online store with the merchandise you want to offer. People order, pay, and then JJ Benji's will ship it. You just provide a link or QR code to the online store, and that's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton for more information.
And welcome back into the Hy-Vee pregame show. This is Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. And we do not have the pregame coach interview for you. Full disclosure, probably could have had one for today. I apologize. But it's brought to you by 1919 Root Beer. The creamiest full-body draft root beer available. Find it in convenience stores, grocery stores, or on tap at local restaurants. And I'll just summarize what Coach Drew Lawrence said last night, Brayden. You were getting the camera out there, but you said great victory. 2-0. It's good to go 2-0 in a classic. That means a lot to Yankton and day one. Last night against Ashland, nothing too spectacular, nothing too low. Just kind of an overall, just good feeling victory. He did say they left a small city on the base paths, which they did. 4 times they left the bases loaded. I pointed out to him, though, the inverse of that coin, right, is they got the bases loaded 4 times. We had a chuckle about that. He was very happy with Boston Frick's performance on the mound. Just solid start there. We talked about how important it is for these classics to be able to throw guys a little bit longer. Not necessarily guys that don't contribute with power points on the mound, but usually you're not like maybe top 4 guys as far as innings pitched that you have during the power point games. Because you don't want to waste is not a good term. I'm just like, you don't want to throw those arms because you're going to be right around the corner. PowerPoint play again. They're going to be taking on, of course, Rapid City Post 320 here in a few days in Chamberlain. So the season will continue on. So it's really nice to be able to get some other guys some more innings pitched on the mound. And he got to play most of his guys. So that was the gist of the post-game interview, which will act as our pregame interview recap, if you will. And let's move on, Brayden, to, thanking our broadcast partners, First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, they've been providing South Dakota families and businesses, just like yours, with personalized banking services, member FDIC, and Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. Keys to the Game, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where the focus is always on you. Vision Real Estate, located at 605 East 4th Street, Suite 2 in Yankton, or call 605-664-5555.
You don't got to reinvent the wheel here, Bryce. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This team has been playing clean baseball the first 2 days. No errors yesterday as a unit. They just need to keep playing clean baseball again today. Hopefully getting on base, getting those hits, playing smart at the plate, playing smart in the field. when you play good, you play well, you do the fundamentals, you can kind of match whatever highs or lows the team might feel in terms of at the bat or on the mound. So playing clean baseball is going to be crucial again today for the team.
All right. Key player of the game brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton.
I'm going to give it to Matthew Sheldon here. I've been trying to pick between him and Beck Reichen, but Sheldon and Reichen basically have identical stats, but 409 batting average for Sheldon, 552 on base, a 1.052 OPS, one of 3 players on the team over 1 for OPS. Gavin Johnson and Beck Reichen also over 1. Sheldon is slugging at 500. He's got 9 hits this year, a pair of doubles, 6 RBIs, which is second most on the team, 4 runs scored, 6 walks drawn. He's been hit by a pitch as well, but guy just gets on base, and when he's able to put some good contact onto a ball, it usually goes a long way.
All right. Broadcast partners, thank you to Aztec, one of Yankton's greatest employers and friend of the community. Build a career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. And Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs today. Call and set up an appointment, 665-2389, or visit MidwestInsuranceYankton.com. We'll take a break, come back, and get into your colors of the game and get you closer to first pitch here from Riverside Field. This is the Lewis and Clark Classic on KYNT and KYNTV.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor, Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
I'm Nick Shudak. I'm the Dean of Undergraduate Studies at Mount Marty University. We have a ton of scholarships, right? We mitigate tuition through our scholarships. The monastery is very generous in terms of some of the scholarships that are available to students. We do everything we can to make sure that we're an affordable, private, mission-driven institution, and our affordability is pretty comparable to many state institutions.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu. Mount Marty, where great futures begin.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
You've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury. Check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet. From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Now located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Sherco, the industry leader in tarping, has done it again with the release of the all-new Sherlock E-Series electric tarp. The E-Series features fully assembled front and rear arms, a pre-wired sealed control box, and Sherco's exclusive smart wire sealed harness for quick and easy installation. Operate the E-Series with the SureLink EZR remote or by your smartphone using the SureLink app. Add more time to your day with the Sherlock E-Series. To learn more, contact your authorized Sherco distributor or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Here's the deal, renters. When you combine State Farm auto and renter's insurance, you can save an average of $642. You heard me. So you get the right coverage for your car and stuff at the right price for you. State Farm agent Rhonda Westland and her team are ready to help you combine auto and renter's insurance and save. Call 605-665-4411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? Sports injuries can happen quickly, posing threats to your health and ability to participate in your regular athletic activities. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson from First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care can provide pain relief from sore and aching muscles and lead to faster recovery after workout by easing the inflammation you experience, like stiffness, pain, or restricted movement. Visit with us about managing your sports injuries. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Don't you just love being pressured into buying something? Of course not. I don't either. This is Jamie from Larry's Heating and Cooling. Pushing you to buy is something we haven't done in our 44 years of being in business. Instead, we prefer offering you an honest, free, no obligation assessment of your heating and cooling system. And if needed, we'll quote you a fair price for repair or replacement. Don't like being pressured? Then call Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
All right, welcome back into the Heavy Pregame Show. We're going to turn our attention over to first pitch here just in a second as we're moving a little ahead of schedule today. Colors of the Game brought to you by Royal Sports Shop in Yankton. Need new uniforms for your school or rec team? Call or go online to royalsportshop.com. Yankton in their reds for the first time we've seen them in reds this year. Red tops, white bottoms, red caps, white numbers, letters. And Zig Drywall in, what if I told you they're in drywall?
They're literally wearing drywall.
Yeah. No, in their like hunter orange and some black stripes in the sleeves, or a white stripe with the black trim on the sleeves and white pants. Umpires of the Game brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. Starting lineups, we'll let Brayden get to those after our first pitch here. But our first pitch brought to you by The Boathouse, located in the downtown Meridian District. The Boathouse is the most fun you can find on land. Head there for great food, fun, and drinks. If you can't be on the boat or at a diamond, then it's The Boathouse. First pitch temperature, 72 degrees and 6-mile-per-hour winds. Brayden, whenever you're ready for starting lineups after the first pitch, you can kind of sprinkle those in as Cale Gary gets set for the first pitch to A.J. Duros. And it is a ball missing on the outside.
Yeah, DeRose leading things off, plays center field here for Zig Drywall. Batting second will be Chase Bremer, the catcher. Batting third will be Nathan Kramer, the first baseman.
Oh. Sorry, everybody. very volatile cable up here.
Batting cleanup for Zig will be Sam Genoways, the shortstop. Batting fifth, the left fielder JT Milnaric. Haven't got confirmation if he's related to Cooper, the Mount Marty baseball player, but
2-0, chop foul.
It's a unique name, so why it caught my eye. Batting sixth will be the designated hitter, Alex Christensen. Batting seventh will be the third baseman, Logan Schwab. Batting eighth will be the right fielder, Jordan Back. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Charlie Baumstein. Pitcher today for Zig will be Levi Lasher.
And the 2-1 fouled behind us here. 2-2 count.
Looking at how post 12 lines up in the field. Trey Sager out in left, Easton Nelson in center, Evan Sirk in right. Third base, Mark Cottle. Shortstop, Beck Reichen. Second base, Tate Bestie. Easton Feeser at first.
And the 2-2 pitch just misses high. It's a full count now. That was your starting lineups brought to you by First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time. Located at 2507 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton. The payoff pitch. And wearing that one is DeRose. He is issued a walk. And that will bring up Chase Bremer. Bremer, the first baseman for Zig Drywall.
Just realized I forgot the battery today. Cale Gary on the mound, Gavin Johnson behind the plate, and Matthew Sheldon will be a designated hitter for Gary in the lineup. He'll bat second.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize it either. I was like, all right, thanks. All right, so leading off first is DeRose, and now we have Bremer at the plate. Showing bunt and fouling that one, so an 0-1 count. We mentioned Cale Gary on the mound. 0-0 record, 2.8 ERA. He has appeared in 3 games on the mound, has pitched 5 innings, has given up 2 runs, 7 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 2 walks in that time. His last outing was June 3rd at Watertown. Pitched 1 inning, 21 pitches, 1 hit, no runs earned, 1 strikeout. Yankton did end up losing that game, particular one, 7-3. And misses on the outside, it's a 1-1 count. Defensively, Yankton on the season as a team collective, 2.94 ERA, a 1.5 whip, and a 238 batting average against. So pretty good defensive performance for Yankton, especially on the mound this season. As a call strike on the outside, it's a 1-2 count to Bremer. Gary looking over his shoulder. Jaros takes off. Bremer sends this one out toward right field. Cirque chasing after it. Can't get there in time. That's a rare feat as hustles after it, and they're going to hold the runner at third. So Jaros on third, and Bremer scuttles over into second. It's a double. And now 2 runners in scoring positions with no outs here in the top of the first. Gavin Johnson will come talk to Cale Gary, get him calmed down here early. We are only 10 pitches into this game, so I don't think he's too worried about it quite yet.
A great start, though, here for Zig Drywall. That shot down the right field line by Bremer there. And as you mentioned, rare that it's not in the sphere of coverage of Evan Cirque out there in right field. He can cover a lot of ground with his speed.
Almost as much as me, Brayden. Almost. And that brings up Nathan Kramer. Kramer today. First baseman for Zig Drywall. And he takes a ball 1-0.
No, Bryce had a funny moment before the game out in center field, setting up our outfield camera. A couple of Zig's players were out there just doing wind sprints for whatever reason.
Call strike outside. Fastball from Cale Gary. It's a 1-1 count.
No, just get the blood flowing, get the body loose and stuff.
I haven't done a wind sprint since the Army or something. I don't know.
Haven't done a wind sprint since freshman year football. Broke my wrist at the end of that year.
Because of the wind sprints. And the 1-1. And base hit down the left field line for Kramer. That will score 1. That will score 2. Sager struggling to get the ball back into the infield. Won't matter anyway. It's a double for Nathan Kramer. A 2 RBI double. Zig Drywall leads Yankton here in the top of the first, 2-0.
It's a huge hit right away. And Yankton in a position that they found themselves in yesterday against Hartington. They gave up a run in the top of the first and were able to battle back from that and end up taking a 13-1 win. But this just feels a little different out of the gate. Zig's been swinging the bat really well to start things here.
Sam, we're going to go with Genoese?
Genoese.
Sam Genoese takes a wild pitch, high and inside. It's the backstop, and Kramer will advance from second to third. So the third run is 90 feet from home, and we have a first mound visit. Coach Drew Lawrence will come out, talk to Cale Gary and company. Mound visit is brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Today's foul ball is brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. If they hit a windshield, the driver will wish they had seen Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance. They can help you find auto insurance for your windshield, your farm, and more serious auto and home insurance needs today. Call today to set up an appointment, 665-2389, or visit MidwestInsuranceYankton.com. Yeah, you're going to want to see them if it hits your windshield. That $2 is not going to go very far with the windshield repair for taking that foul ball in.
I wonder if it's not the YBA, if there's just some donor that's like, hey, give a bunch of money to kids.
Yeah, I'm going to ask about that because if there is, we should probably mention them. They haven't told us, so that's why. And a 1-0 to Genoese, showing bunt, putting it down. Gary charging it. And a miscommunication between him and Gavin Johnson. Kind of one of those, no, you got it situations. And so Kramer comes in to score. And so technically an infield single for Genoese. And a 3-0 lead for Zig Drywall here in the top of the first. Still no outs. And that will bring up JT Molnaric.
A lot of people still finding their seats, and Zig Drywall's already got a pretty comfortable lead in the first inning. But, things can change very quickly. We know how hot Yankton's bats can get.
And Gary misses in the outside. 1-0 count.
We also know how good of a pitcher Cale Gary is. He just needs to settle in and find his rhythm a little bit.
There's been a couple times this season, Gary and other pitchers, where they just had maybe a rough opening inning, and then they just really kind of take a breath and get that inning break, come back. As runner takes off now. Nice throw from Gavin Johnson, and they nail him taking off for second. But really nice job from Tate Bestie there as he had to cut in front of the bag, Brayden, and still reach around to apply the tag. So just really excellent effort there.
Yeah, just great effort on both ends, and that's Yankton's defense helping out a little bit, getting the first out of the inning.
So Genoese caught stealing. And Molnaric takes a strike. 2-1 count. So one away here at the top of the first. Base is now empty. And the 2-1. And Milneric sends this one out towards center. Nelson and Cirque. Nelson calls off Cirque and grabs that one on the run. 2 away. Here in the opening inning, they'll bring up Alex Christensen. Christensen, the DH for Zig Drywall.
Yeah, you mentioned sometimes just with we've seen it with Yankton pitching across the board. Maybe a slow start, but they settle in. And once they settle in, they can really get things going. But prime example of that yesterday morning with Owen Washon. Walk, strikeout, walk, RBI single to the first 4 batters, strikes out the next 2 to get out of the inning, and then throws 6 more strikeouts over the remaining 3 innings. So he was pitching very well yesterday for once he settled in, and Gary has all the ability to do the exact same.
Absolutely. Christensen, left-handed DH, has an 0-1 count at the plate. Foul tip the first pitch. Gary delivers a second for a ball on the outside. It's a 1-1.
All that being said, though, there is some action in the bullpen. Looks like Cohen Zarbach warming up.
And the 1-1, Kilgary. Delivering probably into my windshield. If anyone does come across my truck, I have a request. If you wouldn't mind stealing it and taking it to the dump and dumping out all of the old grass in the back, I'd appreciate it. The 1-2 count.
And then bring it back.
And a base hit over the glove of Tate Bestie at second. Just kind of lofted that one into right center. Base hit for Alex Christensen. So another runner on for Zig Drywall. Bring up Logan Schwab. Every time I see Schwab, I think of the commercials. Schwab. You know what I'm talking about? No?
Is it Charles Schwab? Or?
Yeah, like the investment thing?
Yeah, the investment guys. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Schwab. But you didn't think that reference was going to come in today?
Honestly, part of me thought you were going to talk about Les Schwab tires downtown. Or not downtown, across town. Broadway, in Yankton. Near Walmart.
And this one lifted foul behind us here.
Not across from Walmart, though. That's the UPS store. Because it's part of their ad read. So I always know where the UPS store is. It's across from Walmart.
I'm waiting for someone to put in there the kitty corner from like another location. Or just a couple skips and a hop. And the 0-1. And pitching the outside gets by Gavin Johnson, and Christensen scuttles over to second base now. So another run in scoring position for Zig Drywall. 2 away here in the top of the first. Zig leads Yankton 3-0.
The UPS store across from Walmart. 3 doors down from Pizza Hut. Down the block from Menards. On Broadway.
Yankton. And the 1-1, Kilgary. Delivering to Schwab off the handle foul. Count 1-2. Kilgary at 25 pitches. You get to 30 in 1 inning, you know that you're going to have a reliever at some point, more than likely, unless you're absolutely the most efficient pitcher ever later on. And the 1-2. And screamer over to Riken at short. Throw across to Fieser in time. 1 runner is left stranded. No errors and 4 hits and 3 runs. Zig Drywall leads Yankton 3-0. Yankton bats coming up. I want to thank our broadcast partner, Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire because they do more than sell tires. That's Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and a tire store next door. And the UPS store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart.
Could have never guessed.
And Inning Breaks brought to you by Rise Fuel. Packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition. Unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Back in 30 seconds, Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball to Lewis and Clark Classic on KYNT and KYNTV.
Champions aren't just made on game day. They're built through every practice, every sprint, and every moment of hard work. When the pressure's on, you need to be at your best, and that starts with staying hydrated. Prime Hydration is packed with electrolytes, great flavor, and no added junk, helping you push harder, recover faster, and stay ahead of the competition. Whether you're on the court, the field, or training for the next big game, Prime keeps you fueled and ready. Don't just play, dominate. Stay hydrated with Prime.
Welcome back into Riverside Field. Yankton bats coming up. as a team. Let's go over some team stats. 277 batting average, 459 on base, 799 OPS, 340 slugging. We have 2 team home runs and 7 stolen bases. Gavin Johnson will get us started, and his numbers on the season. I'll get this one, Brayden, but you can be my guy after this because I know I saw you reach for your phone.
That's where I have the stats.
That's where you have the stats. All right, so Gavin Johnson on the season, 360 average, 500 on base, and a 1.1 OPS. So very productive so far here early in the season. First quarter of the season, I should say. And on the mound, Levi Lasher for Zig Drywall. And a ball on the outside, 1-0. And Lasher delivers, and Johnson delivers a base hit towards center field. That on base just went up 500.
And you look at the on-base percentage of the team as a whole, Bryce. I had to do a quick count here. 6 guys are over 500 on the on-base percentage, and then you got 4 more guys who are over 400. So this is a team that's really good at getting on base. The highest among them right now is Frankie Yentfeld. He does have it's a small sample size, only 3 plate appearances, but he's drawn 2 walks. So
efficiency. Matthew Sheldon, recipient of the Kyle Mueller Scholarship last night, hits out toward second base. Nice nab over there by Baumstein, and a great double play. It was 4-6-3. He had to go toward his left, do a quick spin-a-rooney over to the shortstop. A nice throw over to first, 2 away.
A little spin-a-rooney. Shout out Booker T.
Yep. 5-time.
5-time. 6-time.
Out of all of the viewers right now and listeners, 3 people probably understood what we said. It's all right, though. Call strike into Beck Reichen. Yankton shortstop. And pitch high and outside. It's a 1-1 count.
That double play can be really deflating to a lineup where you're down 3-0 after the top of the first inning. You get a leadoff single to get things started. You're starting to get that momentum, and then it's taken right back away from you by a great defensive play.
And a called ball. 2-1 count to Beck Reichen. Levi Lasher.
Beck Reichen casually hitting .409 on the season, .552 on base with a 1.06 OPS.
And a call ball there, 3-1 count.
Reichen has 9 hits total on the season. One of 4 guys who are tied with 9 hits on the team.
Fouls this one back into the netting. We have a full count.
Hey, come on, back, go in now. Go in, kid.
Reichen's also drawn 7 walks this year.
And Lasher taking his time on the mound and delivering. And this one foul behind us here. Or on top of us here. We'll have a payoff pitch coming up.
I can almost pinpoint where in the roof above us it hit, just by where it sounded.
It wasn't on ours. It was on the other one.
It was on the shorter roof to our right.
Yep. And this one is lifted in foul territory, but at the first baseline, and Lasher comes in and grabs that one. And so that is 1-2-3 goes Yankton. Even after a base hit, thanks to a 4-6-3 double play that Matthew Sheldon grounded into. And there were 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and no runners left on base. 3-0 lead remains for Zig Drywall. Entering the top of inning number 2, thanks to our broadcast partner, Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. And One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solutions, located at Speeds Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. Scoreboard updates brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their number 1 goal is to make each patient feel at home and know they're truly there to help you live a healthier, pain-free life. It's the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at SWATChiropracticandRehab.com. Back in 30 seconds, Yankton post-12 Legion Baseball, Lewis and Clark Classic on KYNT, KYNTV.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
All right, welcome back into Riverside Field. Cale Gary still on the mound for Yankton as Jordan Back is at the plate. He has a 1-1 count.
Back batting out of the 8-hole today. Charlie Baumstein on deck at the 9 spot, and is back to the top of the order with A.J. Duros.
Excuse me, everybody.
Bless you.
Would have been way worse if I didn't mute my own mic. We have a 1-2 count now. It's allergies, Brayden.
It's that cottonwood.
Ugh. And Gary gets the sign he wants and delivers.
No, for all my medical issues in my life, Bryce, I was blessed. I don't get allergies to anything.
Man, I'm over here like coughing, I'm sneezing, yawning. I don't know what else is going on over here today. And the 2-2. Pitch misses low and away. Count now full. I'm just going through it over here. Cale Gary toes the rubber, looks into Gavin Johnson. Gets puts a leg out, and the payoff pitch. Sent out towards shallow center. Tate Bestie with it just inside the grass. 1 away.
Little P4 to start things off here in the top of the second. Good track there by Bestie. Had to basically put his feet into the outfield grass, right where the grass meets the turf.
Charlie Baumstein, the second baseman for Zig Drywall, and actually the one who turned that really nice 4-6-3 double play in the last half inning. Swings hard through a first pitch, got ahead of it, 0-1.
I mean, no disrespect when I say it, but second best double play I've seen this weekend.
Yeah.
Still got to give Beck the tip of the cap for last night.
And hit back right to Gary. Fields it, throws it, 2 out. So a 1-3 put out. And I'll go back to the top of the order, A.J. DeRose. And he walked in his first at-bat, came around to score.
Yeah. Walking, getting one between the shoulder blades from Gary in a full count.
He drew it up that way. DeRose ready to have a chance at a baseball here. As we have a time called. DeRose steps out, steps back in. Here we go.
Gary does pause for a bit on the mound. Could be a little mind game.
Curveball, and swinging through that one is DeRose. And Gary delivers. Fastball high and inside, 0-2. Is Gary settling in, Brayden?
That's what we talked about, where, tough first inning, but these pitchers know how to settle in. I don't know whatever Mr. Miyagi wisdom they get from the coaches when they get back to the dugout, but
if you don't do this, I'm joking. Drill sergeant's down there. Pitch misses on the outside, 1-2 count.
It's the Miyagi-Do way down there.
Yes. And the 1-2. Still waiting for my Karate Kid Star Wars crossover joint universe.
Just have Disney buy the rights to Karate Kid.
And Terminator. Just put them all together.
Actually, all that stuff probably can cross over if you play Fortnite.
Oh, my gosh. And the 1-2 back into it. The net count remains.
Look, I'm long retired from my Fortnite days, Bryce. I'm an adult.
I've never played Fortnite. But then again, it's not my age,
But the collaborations they do, I've seen several skins of how the heck did they get the rights to this?
And the 1-2. Hopper, and what a play over there. My head coach, Jerry Wellwood. Coach Lawrence probably looking over there like back in my prime. I've seen Lawrence make some pretty good plays over there, but I think he's putting his safety first this year. And the 1-2. Having popping Achilles and stuff.
He ended up being not as bad as they initially thought for him.
And it wasn't even because he made a play on a ball. It's just because, walking.
Walking. Pushed off, getting out of the dugout.
Yeah.
He coached both those games after he did it, too.
Oh, yeah.
made a walking boot appear out of nowhere.
And the 1-2, Cottle takes one step back, loves it at third. So, kind of more of a lob, but I'm going to give it an L5 in the scorebook. And that will end the Zig Drywall second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Yankton Zig Drywall still leads Yankton 3-0, entering the bottom half of inning number 2. Thanks to our broadcast partner, FNBO. Yankton Sports are brought to you by FNBO, the great big small bank, proud to serve our community for more than 165 years. Stop on by your local branch or visit fnbo.com. And Yankton Thrive. Yes, there is a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses, from retail to manufacturing, is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. And any breaks brought to you by Rise Fuel. Packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. We'll be back in 30 seconds. The Lewis and Clark Classic, Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT and KYNTV.
South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The Coyote football team reached new heights in 2024, totaling 11 wins and earning an appearance in the FCS playoff semifinals.
Bauman fires deep, got a man open. It's Jack Martins. He's got it. He's in. Touchdown, South Dakota.
Volleyball continued their tradition of success, appearing in their 5th NCAA tournament. Join the fun and secure your seats at GoYotes.com.
All right, Big Bat Easton to Feezer steps to the plate. Rumor has it the home run he hit yesterday landed about half hour ago. And this one is skied up toward the clouds and working his way in. Right fielder Buck puts that one away. So a P9 in the scorebook for Easton Feezer, 1 away.
Next to the plate, outfielder number 10.
And that'll bring up Trey Sager, his first plate appearance of the day. And Lasher delivers to Sager, and this one misses on the outside, 1-0.
Looking at Trey on the season, second on the team in runs scored so far this year. He's got a .316 batting average, .519 on base, .887 OPS.
And the 1-0. Sager has a call strike on the outside, 1-1. And Sager takes the ball high, 2-1 count. And the 2-1 misses outside. 3-1 count now to Trey Sager. In the dirt, and Sager heads to first. So runner on for Yankton.
Trey's been really good at that this season as well. I think that's the 6th or 7th walk he's drawn on the year. So very disciplined at the plate, and he's been showing that the bat's been working well this year too. If you think back to the spring season, he was at the top of most of the stats for basically the entire year.
And first pitch, Tate Bestie through the glove of Schwab over at third. There's no possible way they give Schwab an error, correct?
That snuck just under his glove. I think the ball was hit so hard he couldn't get the glove down. I doubt that gets ruled an error.
I have a surprise for you. It's a single.
Okay.
You're like, wait, no way. So Tate Bessie singles to left, and then brings up Evan Cirk. And Cirk takes a strike to the inside, 0-1. On-air production meeting, Brayden Butler has informed me that I said Buck as a right fielder. It is back, and I know what happened. I always have Byron Buxton on my mind, Brayden. Yeah.
The glass man himself.
Oh, yes. And the 0-1 to Cirk.
Twins are playing decent this year.
Oh, they're doing something.
They had the 3rd best record since May 1st a couple days ago.
Still want them to fire everybody.
Don't ask about that athletics games the other night, though. tough.
I'm okay with them just firing everybody, releasing everybody. And the 1-1. This is inside. It's 2-1 count. I've told you before, it doesn't matter. Even if they make the playoffs, I've never disliked one of my favorite things in the world so much that I do this iteration of the Minnesota Twins. The last 3 years, I've just been so down on the personalities, the coaching, the front office, ownership, the state of Minnesota. So 3-hopper over toward the right. Cirk trying to beat it out. He does. Beep, beep. Evan Cirk hustles and bustles his way down the first baseline on a high chopper toward the right side of the infield. Infield single, bases loaded for Mark Cottle. So a walk and then 2 singles set up Mark Cottle with the bases loaded.
Yeah, we've seen him drive a couple to the wall before, so he's got enough pop to find a gap and get at least 2 runs home. And with Cirk's speed at first, if it's deep enough, he might get 3 runs home.
And Cottle takes a strike on the inside 0-1. I think I've reserved it. I thought it was like Goebbels exclusively. It's not. I think just the fastest player in the team
gets
just
the beep.
gets the beep beep. And I think that is Cirk. So, and the 0-1.
We'll check everybody's 40 time after this.
And Cottle sends this one to Venus, and it is going back. It will be caught by a center fielder, but is way deep enough. It will score on Yankton on the board. A sac fly. Trey Sager scores. Mark Cottle puts Yankton on the scoreboard.
Well executed there for Cottle. Sac fly. RBI gets the first run of the game in for Yankton. You know, you don't need to get it all back at once. You can just take it piece by piece, and Yankton set themselves up to do just that.
And I'll bring up Easton Nelson. Well, the way the left fielder, Milneric, lost it in the sky temporarily, he did because he made a dead sprint with it. Center fielder, Duros really came in clutch there for Zig Drywall. Could have been a lot worse for them. And first pitch to Nelson on the outside, 1-0.
Yeah, you're playing in the middle of the day. That sun is directly overhead right now. You get that caught up in the sun, it's hard to see anything. There's a reason they tell you not to look directly at the sun, Bryce.
Well, dude, we even get broadcaster sunburn. So if it's I don't know about you, but
forearms,
my forearms, but also my face from the reflection. But everything else is just paper.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. And when Nelson misses inside 2-0. I've been told I have a complexion of nothing. I'm transparent.
You look like the main character from Scream.
Yeah, or Powder. Have you seen that movie?
Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Sure. But have you seen the movie Powder?
No, I've not. I'll put that one in the itinerary of things that I say I'll watch and then forget about.
Yeah, well, pitch on the outside. So 2-1 count now to Easton Nelson. I think it was 1994. Probably kind of a cult, not classic, just kind of a whatever.
It's nothing personal. Most of Josh Bolter's movie suggestions are in that category for me.
Yeah. So you can think that one is Easton Nelson. The reason I bring that up is because the guy is just white, right? He's superhuman. But anyway, my sister used to call me Powder.
There you go.
She's not a very nice person.
It all comes back around.
And the 2-2, Easton Nelson chops this one foul. She was not the nicest big sister. And when I say she used to call me that, I would be playing baseball and just call me that, just for example. Come on, Powder. Oh, man. Siblings, be nice to your younger brothers and sisters.
I was the oldest. I couldn't relate.
A 2-2. Nelson ducks out of the way. 3-2 count now.
I partially could relate. My closest brother threw a Thomas the Train at me when we were younger. And somehow it was my fault because I was agitating him.
Speaking of my sister, though, and Thomas the Tank, so until this last year, she held on to all my childhood Thomas the Tank engines. It's the only thing from my childhood I have remaining from the toy realm of things. And payoff pitch. I got him back, though.
There you go.
After a war. And Tate Bestie back to second after a throw over.
No, probably because at that age I was in my, Thomas the Train is stupid age because I was 7 now and I was outgrowing Thomas the Train. I was watching SpongeBob like an adult.
First of all, how dare you say that?
Yeah. But, it was just because I thought it was stupid. I'm you play with all your stupid toys, ignoring that they were all my hand-me-downs because that's what I played with when I was his age.
Payoff pitch, Nelson. Up in the infield, coming in for it is Kramer, and that is the third out. So a P3 in the scorebook there. And 2 runners are left on. No errors, 2 hits, and 1 run. All right, that'll do it. Yankton still trailing 3-1 after 2. Go to the top of inning number 3 now. And thanks to our broadcast partner, Floor Tech. With your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech, 665-4839, and Sureco, a proud supporter of Yankton sports. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. Scoreboard update was brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their #1 goal is to make each patient feel at home and know they're truly there to help you have a healthier, pain-free life. It's the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.com. Back in 30 seconds, Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball and the Lewis and Clark Classic on KYNT and KYN-TV.
Ever have one of those days? Your car breaks down, your dog decides your couch is a chew toy, and oh yeah, a tree falls on your roof. Don't worry, Missouri River Associates has you covered. Auto, home, pet mishaps, we're here for all of life's little oops moments. Call 665-6885 for your free quote. Because life happens, and we're ready for it.
And so anyway, Thomas the Tank Engine's the greatest thing ever, Brayden.
Yes, it is.
All right, welcome back in here to Riverside Field. Top of inning number 3, Yankton trails 3-1. And as our contract says I have to, I'll turn it over to Brayden Butler for a few innings for play-by-play.
Are those contracts legally binding?
It's written on the back of a napkin.
I think mine was a Word doc.
Yep.
This one sent out to the right field down the line, and it will drift foul, hitting off the bullpen there down the first base line. Leading things off this half inning is Chase Pramer. The catcher doubled, came around to score in his first at-bat. 3-spot hitter Nathan Kramer on deck, and then the cleanup man Sam Genoese in the hole. That's who's due up this half inning. As Zig Drywall looks to increase their 3-1 lead. Post 12 got a run back in the bottom half of the second. Shows bunt, pulls back, called ball. It's a 1-1 count now to Pramer. Cale Gary into his 3rd inning of work now. Got into a trouble spot in the first, but 3 up, 3 down in the second. Trying to keep that rolling here as he gets a 1-2 count after a foul ball back into the net.
I would have caught that.
I believe you.
I don't think you do, Brayden.
Nah, that was just a poor timed hiccup. It wasn't a show of me lying to you or anything. That one misses away for a ball, 2-2. I'm not a good liar, Bryce. You know that.
I do.
I'm terrified of eye contact is the thing. Gives me away. The 2-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Just a reminder, if you're listening to us in your car and you want to take a drive past Riverside Field to see what's going on, be mindful. Some children like to chase those foul balls. Here's a one-hopper to the second baseman, Bestie, deep in the hole, but he fires across in time. Good play there from Bestie near the edge of the grass behind second base. 4-3 put out for out number 1. First baseman Nathan Kramer will come to the plate now. 2 RBI double back in the first inning. Eventually came around to score himself. Was the main contributor to that 3-run first. Here's a high chopper left side. Cottle gets it on the run, fires across in time. 5-3 put out there for out number 2. Mark Cottle showing the range. 2 up, 2 down to start the 3rd inning. Brings Sam Genoese to the plate. RBI single in the first inning. Was caught stealing between first and second. Here's the first pitch to him from Gary. Jammed him on that one. It's an 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Gary. Outside for a ball. 1-1 count now to Genoese. The 1-1 from Gary. Foul tipped off the backstop. It's going to roll back into the glove of Johnson. He'll hand it to the home plate umpire. Might use that ball later, might not. We'll see what happens. Gary set for the 1-2. We've talked about it, but really settling in after that first inning. And that is strike 3 looking. Back-to-back innings, 3 up, 3 down for K.O. Gary. Remains a 3-1 game as we go to the bottom of inning number 3. Big thank you to our broadcast partners of First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time, and Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. They'll help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Inning break is brought to you by Rise Fuel. Gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Yankton trails 3-1. They have a chance to get back into this when we come back in 30 seconds. This is Post 12 Legion Baseball in the Lewis and Clark Classic. KYNT, KYN-TV.
The housing market is constantly changing. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and with 20 years of experience, I'll help you navigate the ever-changing real estate environment. Whether you're thinking about buying or selling, my experience and attention to detail will guide you through the process. Let's find you the right home at the right time. Call me and we'll talk about your home needs. Deb Speck, Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Throwdown means we are ready to go for the bottom of the third. Gavin Johnson to lead things off for Post 12. They got 1 run back in the bottom of the second, but they still trail 3-1 to Zig Drywall. I believe based out of Fort Calhoun, Nebraska. Unless Game Changer was lying to me.
It's been known to do that.
First pitch by Lasher, foul tipped. That'll be an 0-1 count here to Johnson. Johnson, Sheldon, Reichen. That's who's due up this half inning for Yankton, your 3-batter minimum. Here's the 0-1 from Lasher. In there for strike 2, just catches the outer half of the plate. Here's the 0-2 from Lasher. Outside for a ball, couldn't get him to chase. It's a 1-2 count now to the Yankton catcher. Back in his natural habitat behind the plate. Played game 1 out in left field. Did well out in the outfield. Swings through that one, though, for strike 3 called. Starting the inning with a punch-out for Levi Lasher. Brings Matthew Sheldon to the plate, grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. Back in the first inning, that's his lone at-bat so far. First time Lasher saw the first 3 of the batting order for Yankton, it was 3 up, 3 down. Sheldon sends this one out into center field, though, for a base knock. 1 for 2 now on the day for Matthew Sheldon. Brings Beck Reichen to the plate.
Shortstop number 2, Beck Reichen.
Reichen popped out to the pitcher to end the first inning. Came into today hitting over 400. We've tied for the team high with Matthew Sheldon in batting average. There's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1 to Reichen. Lasher comes set on the mound, working out of the stretch, fires over to first, gets away from the first baseman, off the bag. Sheldon's going to take off for second. They're telling him to dig for 3. Up with it is Kramer. He'll fire to third, but Sheldon slides in safely. Corner to corner goes Matthew Sheldon, 90 feet away from being the second run of the game for Post 12.
Now imagine if you're a quarterback to seeing him run after you like that.
Imagine if you're anybody. Imagine if you're a running back seeing that guy try to meet you in the hole.
Well, I don't think. Okay, so usually with the running back, I don't think he's going to have that kind of head start.
If you start deep enough as a linebacker to meet him in
Put
the
him
hole.
in the safety.
he's lined up at the nickel. How'd he get there?
His heels are on the end zone.
I mean, you get about a 7-8 yard, runway, meet somebody in the hole. You can generate some speed. Yeah, he was moving around second base to third. That pitch misses low.
Dude, I'm so ready for football. Love baseball, favorite sport. But in Yankton, you know, just ready for some Bucks football.
Here's the 1-2 to Reichen. Misses high for a ball, make it a 2-2 count now. Reichen battling back after starting the count down 0-2. Here's the 2-2 to Reichen. Takes ball 3, count's gonna go full. Reichen stepping out, adjusting the gloves. Lasher taking his time, getting back to the mound. He'll toe the rubber again. Comes set out of the stretch for the 3-2. No kick and deal. Chopper, left side, 3 hops to the shortstop. Up with it, across the diamond. In and out of the glove, so an error at first base. Beck Reichen's going to be safe, and it's going to score a run as well.
It was also going to be a really close play. He would have been out, but like the hustle from Beck Reichen, it was a matter of half a step anyway.
And I think that's going to get credited to the first baseman. It hit him in the glove, and it came out of it, but it was a good throw from shortstop by Genoese, and now it's a 3-2 game, tying run on first base. Fieser represents the go-ahead run in the bottom of the third. Check swing, doesn't go around, called a ball. 1-0 count to Fieser. Lasher taking his time. He'll step on the mound again. Gets a call he likes from his catcher, Bremer. Throw over to first, and they're going to catch Beck Reichen between first and second. Tries to slide in, but he is caught out at second. Reichen was going on movement, and unfortunately for him, that movement was towards first base.
Yeah, there was no doubt there. The first flinch, he took off. Unfortunate for Beck Reichen.
And knocks the tying run off the base path, so now Fieser is the tying run at the plate with 2 down. Bottom of inning number 3, 3-2 ball game. Zig Drywall on top. 2 errors so far for Zig Drywall have hurt their cause. That last error, though, doesn't really end up poorly for them as they were able to get the out eventually. Here's the 2-0 home. Misses for a ball. 3-0 count now to Fieser. He got a green light and a 3-0 count yesterday. We'll see how he attacks this one. He'll take ball 4. That one is well outside. So Fieser just ends up replacing Reichen on first base with the walk. And that brings up Trey Sager. A walk and a run scored in his first at-bat.
Trey Sager, you just mentioned walk and run scored, and also he also was kind of responsible for the surge of the last half inning. He got that walk, eventually would score, and then 2 singles, sac fly. Yankton really started waking up there.
And it was a great way to start things for the inning. We'll see if he can get something going with 2 down here in this inning. Tying run on first base is Easton Fieser. There's a mound visit being had right now for Zig Drywall. Mound visits brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Look at Alex down there in the dugout. Alex Kopp, Yankton P&D.
P&D's own, host of Kopp's Corner. He's got a podcast. I've been on it twice, so I got to shout it out.
What'd you guys talk about?
One time we just talked about baseball, and it was the start of the NBA playoffs, and then second time it was, well, we'll talk about it. Here's a chopper to left side of the field, up with it, hopping throw, in and out of the glove, another error. Sager's going to be safe at first, and Fieser's going to scoot to third. But yeah, the second time I was on his podcast, runners at the corners with 2 outs. It was right around that time of 1 gorilla versus 100 men was going around on Twitter. So we drafted 100 athletes to fight a gorilla.
There you go. 3 errors by Zig Drywall in this half inning.
Yeah, one on a trying to get Matthew Sheldon at first on a pickoff play. And then twice now on throws over to first base on ground balls in the infield. 2 down, tying run 90 feet away, throw over to first, not there in time. It was in and out of the glove of Kramer as well. Kramer smacks the glove.
Checking out his glove.
Upset with it. I've been there, man.
Like, guys, there's obviously something wrong with the glove.
We got to get a new glove out there. First pitch to Tate Bestie is in there for strike one.
He's still looking at it. Because I used to do that too. So, like you mentioned. Classic.
Throw it to first, not there in time. The glove agrees with Kramer on that one.
It's not cooperating.
The 0-1, back into the net. Would have taken out the window in front of us here if the net wasn't there. 0-2 count now to Bestie, playing second base today for Yankton. Primarily they've been playing at second base in the summer season, but we saw him at center field a lot in the spring year. Throw over to first, not there in time. Sager back to his feet on the bag. A lot of that you can assume is due to the absence of Sam Goki to start the summer season. Usually Goki would be at third, with Sean at short, and put Beck Reichen at second and move Tate Best to the outfield. Well, Sean's not available right now either. He's not on the roster for today. And neither is Goki, so had to shift some guys around. Bestie's good wherever you put him, though. Very solid defender. Here's the 1-2 to him. Fouled back into the net. Just got enough of it to hang on in the at-bat. Runners at the corners, 2 down in the inning. 1 run's already come across. 1 more would tie us up. 3-2 your score. Zig Drywall got out to a quick 3-0 lead, but it's been zeros on the board for him since. Here's the 1-2 to Bestie. Oof. That one clipped him. They'll take first base. Clip off the bill of the helmet.
Yeah, it was like, it grazed it, but you could hear it. The gas from me was, are they going to send Feezer off of third because
I think the hit by pitch is a dead ball anyway. Just everybody goes where they are.
Oh, yeah. Well, even on the throwback?
I think even on the throwback. If it was if it was just a walk, then it would have been active. I believe.
Dear Google.
Well, we look into that. Evan Sirk steps up to the plate, singled in his first at-bat, was stranded on the base paths. Bases are loaded for Sirk. It's 2-0 count now.
Fine, you're right. That's 1.
Lasher gets the signal from his catcher, fires home, leaves it high for a ball. 3-0. Chance of walking in the tying run here for Levi Lasher. Here's the 3-0. Fires home to Sirk. He was taking all the way, and he takes strike 1. Mark Cottle waits on deck with Easton Nelson in the hole.
Bases loaded for Yankton. Interesting.
5th time in the last 2 games. And strike 2, we got a full count to Sirk. Runners in motion with the payoff pitch. Sirk sends this one into center field, but it will be gloved in center field. Lasher able to get out of the inning and strand the bases loaded. 1 run does come across for Yankton. 3-2, your new score. Post 12 trails Zig Drywall by 1 here on KYNT and KYN-TV. That scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Big thank you to our broadcasting partners of Pizza Ranch for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Yankton Pizza Ranch. They're on Broadway or over the phone. 665-1222. And thank you to Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup that's ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports in Yankton. Cale Gary back on the mound for his 4th inning of work. We'll have more when we come back in 30 seconds. This is Post 12 Legion Baseball in the Lewis and Clark Classic on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Hey, this is Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal. I was in town for the Pass It On Baseball Clinic and had the honor of staying at the Fairfield by Marriott. And I have to say, one of my favorite places ever in all of my travels. It is super clean. It is beautiful on the inside, and the staff is top-notch. They're incredible. They're very kind. They remember you. The rooms are clean. The beds were incredibly comfortable. The showers were hot. The food was great, and I even got a workout in. So I highly recommend, if you get the chance, stay at the Fairfield by Marriott right here in Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Monerick, Christensen, and Schwab do up. Monerick pops this one up to center field to lead things off, and for the second time today, a fly out to center field will go into the scorecard for JT Milnerick.
Schwab to center field, caught by Nelson for out number 1.
That brings Alex Christensen to the plate. Singled and was stranded on the base paths back in the first inning. Christensen, the designated hitter in today's game for Zig Drywall. Gary into his 4th inning of work now. First pitch. There's a ball. 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0 from Gary. This one sent to center field as well, but it will drop in left center for a base hit. Had some late trail on that one, curved out left, picked up by Sager out in left, and he will fire it in. A 1-out single for Alex Christensen puts a base runner on for the first time in the 4th inning. Logan Schwab to the plate, grounded out to the shortstop, Reichen to end the 1st inning.
I got a text from my fellow Viking fan extraordinaire and my optometrist or vision doctor. I don't know if he's an optometrist, and maybe a father, one of the players here, Aaron Fieser, mentioned don't forget Stump the Schwab. We're talking about all the Schwab references.
A lot of Schwabs.
Do you know what Stump the Schwab?
I don't know that
Throwback ESPN show way back in the day.
I don't know that one.
Probably diapers. I don't know. I was pretty young for it.
Here's a grounder up the middle, scooped up at short by Reichen. DeBesti over to first in time. 6-4-3, post 12, turns 2. 3 up, 3 down. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, no runners get left on base. 3-2 your score. We head to the bottom of inning number 4 with Yankton down by 1. Big thank you to our broadcast partners of Truxedo, a real truck company. Search Truxedo on Google to learn more. And the Fox Stop. For your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop, serving breakfast and lunch daily, including personal-sized Godfather's pizzas. They're at 1316 West 30th Street in Yankton. This inning break brought to you by Rise Fuel. Gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Yankton bats when we come back in 30 seconds. This is Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT, KYN TV.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Due up here for Yankton in the bottom of inning number 4, Mark Cottle, Easton Nelson, and then back to the top of the order with Gavin Johnson. That's your 3-batter minimum for post 12. 3-2, they trail in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch from Lasher, swung through and missed by Cottle. Cottle makes contact with this one out to left field. Left fielder on his bike, giving chase. One hops off the fence. Cottle got a lead-off double here as he comes in standing up at second base. Easton Nelson with a chance now to tie the game with the tying run at second base. There's a courtesy runner for number 12, or a courtesy runner for Frankie Infeld, but courtesy runners are only 4 pitchers and catchers, so I assume they'll have to use the one in. They could also use the one re-entry.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
At least that's what I believe the rule book said.
Subsection 3-5.
Frankie, courtesy ran yesterday, scored a run. I think she scored a run in general as well. As a batter, he was able to walk and come around to score. He leads off a second. Nelson shows bunt, pops it up, and it goes foul behind him. Nelson kind of leans his head back after that one. Wanted to get more on top of it. Nelson's got the speed as well. If he's able to lay it down, be a close play at first base. First baseman playing close as well. Third baseman playing farther back, so if he tries to lay it down again, most likely towards the left side of the infield. Lasher turns, fires to second, in and out of the glove of the shortstop covering Genoways, but doesn't get too far away, so Enfield will stay put at second base. He gets back there safely. 3 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors in this game for Zig Drywall. 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors so far for Yankton. Here's the 0-1 home to Nelson, shows bunt again, pulls back, ball inside. It's a 1-1 count now to the Yankton center fielder. Gavin Johnson represents the top of the order. He's on deck with Matthew Sheldon in the hole. Here's the 1-1 home. Nelson shows bunt, pulls back, another ball. 3-2 your score. All of Zig Drywall's runs came in the top of the first. And a run each in the bottom of the second and third so far for Yankton, trying to keep that pace going here in the bottom of the fourth. Nelson showed bunt again, but pulls back again for a ball. 3 times in a row he's done that. Both Nelson and Enveld getting the signals from the third base coaching box. That's Drew Lawrence over there. Here's the 3-1 home. And that clips Nelson. And he will take first base on the hit by pitch. 2 runners on now for Gavin Johnson.
No outs, runners at first and second. To the plate is the catcher, number 20.
Johnson led things off with a single in the first inning, was immediately caught up in double play, and then struck out in the third inning. This is his 3rd at-bat so far. Nobody out in the inning, 2 runners on. Force at every bag but home. Johnson shows bunt, pulls back, gets away from the catcher. Infeld takes off for third. Nelson gets to second as well, and now the sack bunt not on anymore, so you give Gavin Johnson a chance to swing away if he likes a pitch.
1-0 count to Johnson.
2 runners in scoring position. Yankton down 1. Biggest moment of the game so far here in the bottom of the fourth.
Oh, here we got the numbers being called out.
Flasher comes set. Fires home the 1-0. Leaves it high. Johnson takes ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Johnson right now. Here's the 2-0. Swung through it and missed. It's a 2-1 count now. Levi Lasher has pitched the entire game so far through 3 1/3 innings. Johnson foul tips that one, makes it a 2-2 count.
It's becoming like college football, Brayden. With like an Elmo sign on the sidelines, a dollar sign. You know, quarterbacks can't think for themselves, so they're just constant sideline.
Well, those are going away now with they're allowing in-helmet communication, you guys.
Oh, that's right. Well, I mean, but you get what I'm saying. The same concept.
No, it was always funny with college football. It's like dollar sign, monkey emoji, smiley face.
Elmo, thumbs up. Yeah. Same thing with these numbers being called out every pitch.
What could they mean? Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Johnson sat down via the punch out for the 2nd time today, and now with 1 out, Matthew Sheldon comes to the plate. Sheldon grounded into a double play in the 1st inning. Singled and came around to score in the 3rd inning. Could tie this game up or even take the lead with a good shot here. Runners on 2nd and 3rd as Lasher steps back on the mound. Sheldon has been in the batter's box basically the entire time. Now Lasher fires home. Ground ball left side of the infield. Shortstop mishandles it. No play anywhere. An error in the field ties us up. Most likely would have tied us up anyway. Didn't really have a play at home, but runner safe at first. And Yankton's got runners at the corners after an E6.
Rondo score. Runners on the corners next to the plate. Number 2. Shortstop number 2, Beck Reichen.
Beck Reichen comes up to the plate now. That was Frankie Infeld that scored. He was running for Mark Cottle. Easton Nelson now on third. We're going to get a mound visit here for Zig Drywall. Mound visit's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Doesn't look like they're going to take the ball away from the pitcher Lasher, but just try to set things up here. One down in the inning, runners on first and second, so the double play ball is in the back pocket here for Zig Drywall. Yankton's battled back after giving up 3 runs in the top of the first to make it a 3-3 ball game. 1-run inning so far in the second, third, and fourth for Post 12. The mistakes made in the field by Zig Drywall have played a factor as well. 4 errors going against them right now. No errors have been made by Yankton. Everything else is identical. Each team's got 3 runs. Each team's got 5 hits. The error is playing a difference right now. They break the huddle on the mound. There's still Lasher on the mound. Beck Reichen to step in. The shortstop 0 for 2 with reaching on an error. And a pop out to the pitcher on this one. It's a 1-0 count to him for the first pitch. Misses the zone for a ball. Lasher misses low and away for a ball. 2-0 count now. Runners at first and third. If Reichen's able to get on, it'd bring up Easton Fieser. 2-0 to Reichen. Misses high for a ball. It's a 3-0 count now. We'll see what the game plan is here for Reichen in the box. 3-0 count. 2 runners on, 1 down in the inning. Throw over to first, not there in time. Sheldon not playing too far off the bag. Here's the 3-0. Reichen taking all the way, and he takes strike 1. (3-1) to Reichen, misses inside for a ball. Bases are loaded for Post 12, and that brings up Easton Fieser.
Bases loaded to the plate. First baseman, number 5, Easton Fieser.
It's Easton Nelson at third, Matthew Sheldon on second, Beck Reichen on first. Easton Fieser stepping up, powerful left-handed bat. Could bring in at least a run, maybe more, with a good swing of the bat. That pitch misses well outside, but a great block behind the plate there by Bremer.
Could bring in a run, could bring in 4.
He's got the ability to do anything. Anywhere between 1 and 4 runs could be brought in. Looks like we're going to get a meeting here between
3-1-1.
The umpire, the head coach, and then the pitcher as well.
6-2-7.
See what they're trying to check out here.
We got a pitch change.
Yeah, it looks like a change is being made here. This mound visit once again brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Looks like Nathan Kramer is going to come in to pitch. That's going to do it for the day for Levi Lasher. And then it looks like number 17 will be coming out to play first base. We'll get you more about him. That'll be Alex Christensen to play first base. The designated hitter will now come out into the field. So that does it for Levi Lasher. He's still responsible for the runners on, so we can't end his day yet statistically. But we're going to take a break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We'll have Easton Fieser's at bat when we come back in 90 seconds. This is Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV.
Moody Motors in Iberra is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you're in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Nyborough, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN TV. It's Nathan Kramer on the mound now, replacing Levi Lasher. Coming in to play first base in place of Kramer is Alex Christensen, the designated hitter. So I assume that just burns the DH, and everybody will still hit in the same spots. But now whoever the Zig Drywall throws on the mound should have to hit for themselves. That's something to keep an eye on here. Let's set the table real quick. One down in the inning, 3-3 ball game in the bottom of the fourth. Yankton's got the bases loaded with Easton Fieser at the plate. Zig Drywall jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the top of the first inning, but they have been scoreless since. Into the bottom of the second, it was 3-0, but one run in the bottom of the second, one run in the bottom of the third, and one run so far in the bottom of the fourth have us tied up here at 3-3, with Yankton looking to take their first lead of the ball game. Out on the base paths right now, it's Easton Nelson on third, Matthew Sheldon on second, and Beck Reichen on first. Fieser steps into the box. We get our first look at Kramer as a pitcher here. He comes set on the mound for the 1-0, doesn't inherit a 1-0 count. And Fieser puts a drive into this one out to left field. Left fielder will work his way underneath of it. That's Milneric. He'll fire it in. Run's going to come home, and he will be safe at home. So an RBI sac fly brings in Easton Nelson and gives Post 12 their first lead of the game here in the bottom of the fourth.
That'll do it. Did exactly what he needs to do. Make contact outside of the infield. Gives Yankton the lead. Just a solid at-bat.
Honestly, that's a good case scenario for both teams the way you look at it. Could have been a lot worse with Easton Fieser at the plate if you're Zig Drywall. But you get exactly what you want if you're Yankton. Bring in a run from third, take the lead, first lead of the game. That first pitch misses inside here to Trey Sager. A walk, a run scored, and then reached on an error so far in this one. So 0 for 1, but he's been on the base paths both times he's come to the plate. Here's the 1-0. This is low and away for a ball. 2-0 count here from Kramer.
3-0-1. 3-0-1. Horses everywhere. Talk to each other. Take a short one.
I can't not laugh, Brayden.
Kramer comes set for the 2-0. I understand. I get you. Kramer fires home. That one's in there for a strike. First strike of the at-bat to Sager. 2-1 count now.
1-4-2. 1-4-2.
There is an arm warming up in the bullpen as well here for Zig Drywall. Don't have a number for you, but just more pitchers could be thrown into the mix. 2-1 from Kramer, misses low and away, gets away from the catcher Primer, and taking off from second to third is Matthew Sheldon. He gets in there safely as well with no throw. So a 3-1 count with runners at the corners and 2 down in the inning.
Eyes up. 5-2-0.
Kramer takes his time as he comes set on the mound. He'll kick and deal. 3-1. Popped up, shallow right field. Second baseman calling everybody off. And he will glove it while falling to a knee for out number 3. That's Baumstein with the out to end the fourth inning. But 2 runs come across for Post 12 as they take the lead, their first one of the day. 4-3 your score. Yankton on top as we head to the top of the fifth. That scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Big thank you to our broadcast partners of Truxedo, a real truck company, and Buell's Cleaners. For rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services, go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. They're located at 444 West 3rd Street, or over the phone, you can call them at 665-3855. Cale Gary back on the mound for his 5th inning of work when we return. This is Post 12 Legion Baseball in the Lewis and Clark Classic on KYNT, KYN TV.
Boston Shoes to Boots is your locally owned family shoe store located in downtown Yankton on Cedar Street. We offer the service and quality product to fit the whole family. Whether you're in the market for athletics, dress, casual, or work, come shop with us 6 days a week or shop online all the time at bostonshoestoboots.com. Try out our foot scanner and get fitted for insoles. Happy feet keep you healthy and on the move. Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN TV. Cale Gary into his 5th inning of work on the mound. Had a rough start in the first inning, but like we've seen from basically the entire Yankton staff, if they have a rough first inning, they're able to settle in and battle back. Jordan Back will lead things off this half inning for Zig Drywall. Charlie Baumstein on deck, and then top of the order, A.J. Duros in the hole. First pitch is in there for strike one. Gary into his windup. He'll wheel and deal the 0-1. Swung through and missed. A quick 0-2 count now for Gary to Back. Gary with the 0-2. Just misses the zone. Ball one. It's a 1-2 count now. And Gary, we mentioned, had nearly 30 pitches thrown in the first inning. Well, he's just over 30 pitches since then. 61 total now for Gary. Swings through it for strike three, does Back, and Gary gets the punch out to start inning number 5. Here's Charlie Boomstein to the plate. First pitch to him. I think it clipped him. It did. Hit by pitch. We'll put Boomstein on first. That brings up the top of the order with A.J. Duros. A hit by pitch, came around to score a run in the first inning, then popped out to the third baseman to end the second inning. This is his first at-bat since.
We mentioned it before, but Cale Gary is settling in since that first inning.
It's been nice to see from him. You know, he's got the talent on the mound. He's got a good arm. It's good to see him battle back from his adversity as well. It shows the mental toughness, which is a key aspect in baseball, especially as a pitcher. Gary gets a strike by him. 1-1 count now here to Duros.
We have another team hanging out in the Yankton bullpen, so even if someone was to warm up, I'm thinking they're going to have to vacate that premises.
It's either Blair or Ashland over there. I assume Blair, as they would be the higher seed. It's a 2-1 count here to Duros. We can give you the final stats on Levi Lasher here, too, after this pitch, as his day ended in the last half inning. Little hit and run here for Zig Drywall, drifting into center field, gloved by Easton Nelson. Potentially a play at first. Pulls Feeser off the bag, but he tags up in time. Double play. Great heads-up play there in the field by Easton Nelson and Feeser. Easton to Easton, cooking things up for the double play. No runs come across for Zig Drywall as we go to the bottom of inning number 5 in a 4-3 ball game. Final stats for Lasher will have to wait until next inning. But 4-3, your score, Yankton on top. This inning break brought to you by Rise Fuel. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Big thank you to our broadcast partners of MT and RC Smith Insurance, an independent insurance agency offering you a variety of products for your individual, family, and business needs. And Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. We're located at 2701 Fox Run Parkway, or you can call 665-2020. Due up for Yankton when we come back. It's Bestie, Cirque, and Cottle taken to the plate. Back in 30 seconds for more Post-12 Legion Baseball.
Looking for a reason to build a new home in Yankton? Well, we have lots. I mean Garden Estates lots. Garden Estates is a new home development on the west side of Yankton. We have 89 lots available starting at $36,500. These lots are perfect for the first-time home buyer, younger families, or retirees. Yankton is a great place to build, and Garden Estates is the location to build your new home. For more information on Garden Estates housing development, go to yanktonsd.com.
Kramer back out for another inning of work. He replaced Levi Lasher. Lasher went 3 1/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 of them earned, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks.
Bottom of the fifth, second baseman, number 25, Tate Bestie.
Bestie to lead things off here, the bottom half of the fifth. Yankton leads 4-3. Big stat there for me. Talk about Lasher's final stat line as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Only 1 of the 4 runs were earned. Errors really playing a factor here for the Zig Drywall defense. Here's the 1-0 from Kramer. This one popped up, foul territory behind first base. It will be gloved at first by Christensen for out number 1. Bestie is retired to bring up Evan Sirk.
Right fielder, number 1, Evan Sirk.
Circa a single and a fly out so far in this one. See what Kramer has here on the first pitch to him. Misses outside for a ball. 1-0 count. Kramer with the 1-0. Sark takes that one, but it's in the zone for a strike. 1-1 count now to number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of inning number 5. It's a 1-run lead for Yankton. They'd love to increase it. Here's the 1-1 from Kramer. Misses outside for a ball. Gets away from the catcher, but no harm, no foul as nobody's on the base paths. Kramer already into his motion for the 1-1. Misses the zone for a ball. It's a 3-1 count now to Sirk, and the ball gets away from Kramer on the throw back to him. Just been the little things out in the field for Zig today.
Some mishaps, that's for sure.
Here's the 3-1 outside for a ball. Sirk will take first base with the 1-out walk to bring up Mark Cottle.
Next to the plate, third baseman, number 19, Mark Cottle.
Mark Cottle's last at bat hit pretty hard out toward left field.
And it double bounced off the warning track. He was courtesy ran for by Frankie Infeld, but I believe with the rule is allowed to re-enter once, so that's how he's back out there. Cottle 1 for 1. His other at-bat was a sac fly RBI. Here's the 1-0 to him. Sirk takes off for second. Throw down, not going to be there in time. Sirk slides in safely and was already starting to get up as the tag was applied on him. Got a great jump, and we always talk about how fast Evan Sirk is on the base paths. Beep, beep. Two-0 count here. Kramer comes set. He'll fire home. Cottle sends this one out to left field again, but this one not as much carry as the last one. It's gloved out there in left field for out number 2.
Seeing the ball very well today, though. That's a good sign for Mark Cottle.
Yeah, seeing the ball well is always important. Baseball is a game where at the highest level these days, it's not even 300 anymore. If you hit 265, 270, you're a good major league player. So if you're hitting the ball 27% of the time,
yeah.
So seeing it like that is important. What happened at the game I love, Bryce? Tony Gwynn wouldn't stand for this.
Do you know Joe Mauer obviously played at, where was it? Well, in Minnesota, St. Paul, but one of the towns, right? His entire high school career struck out once.
whoever struck him out, they better have that strikeout ball like hung on the wall. The 1-0. Throw over to third as Sirk slides in safely with a steal at third base. Beep, beep. Showing the speed again for Evan Sirk. 2 steals in this trip on the base paths alone. And now the 5th run of the game, the insurance policy, only 90 feet away.
When he was inducted into the Twins Hall of Fame, Joe Mauer, they actually brought that pitcher to Target Field, and they hugged it out.
Here's the 2-0 to Nelson. Misses high for a ball. 3-0 count now. The stat that always makes me giggle is Tony Gwynn. He also played basketball at San Diego State University while being a baseball player. He had more career assists in college than he had strikeouts in his major league career.
Wow. Yeah, striking out used to be a walk of shame, you know. Now it's just like.
I think I saw a stat the other day where Ellie De La Cruz is already like closing in on as many strikeouts as Tony Gwynn, and De La Cruz is a great hitter in the MLB right now.
Oh, do you have to tell me
like,
the Twins have set back-to-back years of strikeout records, and not in a good way.
The Twins have had the same mentality since that year they signed Nelson Cruz.
Hit Bombas.
Exactly. As there's a walk from Easton Nelson. I'll put runners on the corners for Gavin Johnson.
But what kind of flex would that be, though, Brayden, to be the one guy that struck out one of the best hitters of all time in high school? Like, you could tell your kids someday, like, yeah, I am actually the only person from the age of, like, 14 to 18 that struck this guy out.
So we're getting a mound visit here. And yeah, it's a story that you'd be telling Gary. I'd started my whole business around it.
Yeah, I'd probably start my every social media profile. Instead of father, husband, it's like, struck out Joe Mauer.
You know, like, is it? Who was it in Mr. 3000? He started a bunch of businesses after he got his 3,000th hit based on the fact that he had 3,000
Bernie
hits.
Mac?
It was Bernie Mac, yeah.
And then but spoiler, everyone, he did end up one shy, premise of the movie, but then he renamed all of his businesses 2099.
Mr. 2099. Got to get a pitching change here. Looks like Kramer will come out. Coming in out of the pen is going to be somebody. Please turn around so I can see your number. I'd really appreciate it.
It is 37. This is Colin Belay.
Colin Belay out there on the mound. And some other changes being made out in the field. We'll get all those for you when we come back. This is Yankton Post 12, Legion Baseball on KYNT and KYN TV. We're going to be back in 1 minute.
Hey, why are you in the garage?
This storm is bad. I'm worried about the garage doors.
Come on, what could happen?
A lot. Hail could dent the doors. Like that. And high winds could bend the doors or even break them. Like that.
So when that happens, what happens?
You call Upper Midwest Garage Door.
Upper Midwest Garage Door offers reliable storm damage repair for residential and commercial doors. We're an authorized Clopay dealer serving eastern South Dakota. Visit us at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
It's never a good time to find yourself stuck on the side of the road. When you do, call Gary's Towing, your trusted family-owned towing service serving the Yankton area for over 50 years. Whether it's light, medium, or heavy towing, they've got the right equipment and the experience to get you back on the road fast. Day or night, call Gary, Mike, or Mason, 665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
It's Belay out of the pen. He'll be on the mound here in relief. Some changes out in the field. Try to get all these for you here. The shortstop, Sam Genoways, goes out to right field. Jordan Back comes out of the game. Nathan Kramer goes from the pitching mound to third base. Logan Schwab goes from third base to second base. And Charlie Boomstein goes from second base to shortstop.
There you go.
And Bob's your uncle.
There you go.
Gavin Johnson here. Be the first batter that Belay gets to face. First pitch from Belay hits the zone for a strike.
Maybe catching Gavin Johnson, not an off day, but back-to-back strikeouts. He did have a single in the first.
And back-to-back strikes from Belay, and that glove sounds a little different popping off of these pitches right now.
Yeah. As my former partner a year ago would say, some velo.
And Easton Nelson halfway between second and first, and they got Belay trying to make a good decision, sliding in, but he is out at home as Evan Sirk That was designed there by Yankton to cause some chaos, I think. And Cirque tried to get home, just tagged out. Good defensive effort there by Zig Drywall, keeping this a one-run game. 4-3 your score as we head to the top of inning number 6. Yankton up 1. That scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Cale Gary back on the mound for his 6th inning of work when we return in 1 minute. This is Post-12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV.
Looking for your next leadership opportunity? Parker is looking for a second shift value stream team supervisor. If you've got leadership skills, manufacturing experience, and a drive to improve processes, this is your shot. Parker offers paid vacation and sick leave, 13 paid holidays, medical, dental, vision, supplemental, and paid life insurance. Guaranteed profit sharing and a fully matched 401k up to 5%, fully vested on day 1. Plus, a company paid retirement income account. Apply today at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
We come back for the top of the 6th here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're getting down the home stretch, so we'll send it back over to Bryce Ladwig to bring us home.
Thank you, Brayden. Just finished my scorebook of how you score that. All right, here we go. So, Yankton leading 4-3 after the end of the bottom of the 5th. Of course, Yankton using that aggressive base running tactic, try to sneak another run home, was tagged out. Very good play by the catcher. And now it'll be Zig Drywall trying to tie this thing up in the top of the 6th. Running out of outs to do so. And number 9, Chase Premer, will step to the plate. So far today, he has a double in the 1st. He would eventually come around to score and is grounded out to 2nd. Cale Gary still working hard on the mound. We've mentioned a few times now, a very rough top of the 1st. They were even getting guys warmed up in the bullpen as they would in those situations. And just, we mentioned then, Brayden, hey, hopefully he'll just settle in. And look what he's done. Look at all those zeros.
He's been hanging a lot of goose eggs on the board for Zig Drywall here. 4 straight. Math is hard.
So 1-1 count at the plate. Premer, Gary at 69 pitches. So a little bit of leash yet.
I need to see an eye doctor. I was seeing 5 zeros up there, I swear.
You should see Aaron Fieser.
I'll go see one of them.
Yeah.
Whichever one sponsors us.
Vision Care Associates.
There we go. I didn't know if we had another one that sponsored us. I didn't want to show favoritism.
That's true. Usually I don't do that, but I'm like, I don't know. When you have a fellow Viking fan in your heart, you know. A 1-2 to Premer.
Aaron's just a nice guy.
Yeah. And over to Easton Fieser, and off his glove, he will be assessed in air. I think he may have booted it, but it was kind of one of those grounders, Brayden, that was very parallel to the ground, if that makes sense.
It looked like it took a kick up late off of that. There's that clump of rubber pellets right in front of the bag, and it looked like it kicked up late, hit him right around the solar plexus, below the chest, above the gut, but bounced away from him. But that's just a tough play. Take a late bounce like that too. A lot of pace on that ball as it's coming at you.
Yeah, it had to be something with a bounce, because Easton Fieser, we've seen him have some amazing scoops over at first. One of the best fielders on this team. Brings up Nathan Kramer. Kramer, double, 2 RBI double back in the 1st. As you mentioned, changing positions in the last half inning. Takes a ball here from Gary.
Bryce, I know you have the whole roster written down over there. Who's number 1 for Zig Drywall?
Rocco Ruma.
Well, he's courtesy running it first for Chase Premer.
There you go. I already like this Rocco better than the Twins manager.
That ain't hard.
How many innings did it take for it? Well, we already did the Twins.
We already did the Twin stuff.
Disparaging the Twins. Every broadcast.
I can bring up how happy I am with the Cubs if you want.
We did get to the 6th inning before you cubbed it up. So there you go. And base hit out toward right for Kramer. And Rocco gets to second base. So 2 runners on for Zig Drywall just trailing Yankton by 1. So things have got a little interesting now. Tie and run staying on second brings up Sam Genoese.
You know, Bryce, this is my last thing about the Cubs for now, but we're doing you guys a favor right now. Up 5-1 on the Tigers of the Cubbies.
There you go. Well, Pablo Lopez is out for he died, so or he tore his elbow, but a pitcher's death.
Looks like we're gonna get a pinch runner for Kramer. He'll leave first base. And I did hear the words re-enter, so it sounds like Kramer will re-enter the game after this.
I think he gets his re-entry. Yeah. And this will be Thaddeus Cowell and Zig Drywall so far winning the game of the best just overall names on a roster. I'm liking these very unique names.
Rocco Ruma, AJ Duros, JT Milneric.
Thaddeus Cowell.
Genoese is a unique name. Haven't seen that one before. Boomstein.
Jordan Backbuck. Charging in from short, Beck Reichen. And what a nab over by Mark Cottle at third. And then able to double him up at first. Mark Cottle dives after the ball. They throw to second. Nothing was there. And then they get the... and then they double him up over at first. I was wondering why he was still standing there for a while, Brayden, but yeah, I'm going to try to break it down again. I was getting really excited. So Beck Reichen charged in from short, as Yankton will do, and left Mark Cottle as the lone fielder on the left side of the infield. Doesn't matter. It was hit near him, but he just sniped that one out of the air. Threw over to second, trying to double up Rocco, and then nothing was there. And then they still ended up getting the courtesy runner Thaddeus over at first. So that's just great fielding by Post 12.
And you could even hear it. I think it got picked up on our microphones because I could hear it in my headphones as both the shortstop, Reichen, and the second baseman, Bestie, were kind of creeping up. Obviously, Reichen charged up more. You could hear from the coaching box on the third base line, you're hitting, you're hitting, you're hitting. Swung away, had a pitch to hit. And if that gets by Cottle over there on the left side of the field, it could be a tie game right now. And it does look like the day is done for Cale Gary. I don't know if he's at the pitch limit or if this is just some other reason they're calling the change here. But
would that be considered a 5-4-3?
I have L5-4-3 double play written in my book right now.
Yeah, I mean, all technicalities. This is interesting. Just put a smiley face. Joking. So, yeah, I'm going to put L5-4-3 double play. I like that. All right, we'll have a pitching change. We'll be back in 1 minute. We'll get all your position changes noted. But it's Tate Bestie on the mound here on KYNT and KYNTV. Back in 60 seconds.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Tate Bestie on the mound for Yankton. We'll have Kilgary's final pitching stats for you at the next half inning, as he's responsible for the run on second. And at the plate, Milneric, tying run on second base. As Yankton's still in a bit of a sticky situation here. It's 0-2 count, though, to Milneric.
Yeah, Tate Bestie's come in. He moves from second base to the pitcher's mound. From center field to second base comes Easton Nelson, and then I believe it was Boston Frick runs out to center field.
And high chopper, Cottle charges. What a throw. Mark Cottle just taking care of business out in the fielding end of things. Mark Cottle just All they needed out there was him and Feezer, someone to throw to. Mark Cottle took care of it.
Mark Cottle and Hopes and Dreams got the Bucks to that inning, or post 12 to that inning. But great inning all around, and they hold on to their one-run lead.
Yankton still leads 4-3 at the end of the top of the sixth. We go into the bottom half of the inning. And thanks to Rise Fuel, our inning break sponsor, packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Back in 1 minute. This is Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT and KYN-TV.
It's Hy-Vee's 3-day meat sale this Friday through Sunday. Get our special recipe brats, 8 for just $10. Pork chops, just 99 cents. Table Makers chicken breasts, just $1.99 a pound. George's chicken leg quarters, just 59 cents a pound. Whole boneless pork loin, just $1.88 a pound. Plus, save on bacon, ribs, chicken grillers, and more. Save in-store and online. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
When the summer heat is on, make sure your cooling system is up to the challenge. Kaiser Heating and Cooling has the right solution for your home or business, whether it's a high-efficiency air conditioner, geothermal system, or reliable heat pump unit. For over 77 years, we've been keeping Yankton cool with expert installation and service. Don't sweat this summer. Stay comfortable all season long with Kaiser Heating and Cooling, Yankton's most trusted heating and cooling professionals.
All right, welcome back into Riverside Field. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. Gary's final pitching stats. He went 5 2/3 innings, gave up 3 runs, all earned, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch. So really nice outing for Gary. And again, most of that, Brayden, is in the top of the first. And this is Gavin Johnson at the plate. And fouls this one back for $2 from IBA. 0-1.
Not only was most of it in the first, basically all of it was in the first. 4 hits, 3 runs in the first inning. Basically clean after that.
And second pitch in the inside. This is 1-1.
Got to give Gary his flowers being able to settle in. How many times can we say settle in on a broadcast, Bryce? But showing the mental fortitude.
Yeah, we're settling in here, though, you know. Ball misses 2-1. See what it did there?
Logan, other way.
We have a problem. And Gavin Johnson waiting for Belay. And pitch misses outside low, 3-1.
Belay was able to come in out of the pen and in last inning, but in a bit of a trouble spot here to the leadoff man, Johnson.
And Johnson issued a walk, so Yankton has a run on.
Next up the bat, the money man, number 18, Matthew Sheldon.
Matthew Sheldon's going to have to trademark the money man. His moniker.
That's what they're calling him now.
And so it'll be Gavin Johnson getting a courtesy runner as the catcher. It'll be Cohen Zarbach.
Yeah, Cohen Zarbach.
I didn't even need the number. I just know Cohen Zarbach when I see him. No, that's not a bad thing.
He's a distinct guy.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just know someone just by from a distance.
I can tell who Sheldon is from a distance.
Yeah. Well, you can also tell, you know, he's 6'3", so Cohen Zarbach. So.
He's like, you know, the tallest guy on the team. It's him and Frankie.
Yeah. So 1-0 count to Matthew Sheldon. And pitch misses low. 2-0 count from Belay. Check it over at Zarbach.
This is the first time we've seen Zarbach out here?
I think
for one of the games we've called?
I do think so. That we've been, yeah, for us, yeah.
Good to see him back out there for Yankton Athletics.
And 2-0 sent out toward right. Genoese out there to nab it. Yeah, it's a 1-0. So F9 in the scorebook. And Brayden's favorite movie. And that brings up Beck Reichen.
That's not even top 3 of the franchise, brother.
Reichen has popped out to the pitcher, reached on an air, was caught stealing, and has drawn a walk. So full day.
Honestly, F9 might not even be top 5 in the franchise for me.
We need to, between you and myself, we need to create a bingo card for like our board op probably to track Twins, Cubs, the Fast and the Furious franchise. any other pop culture thing. As the strike is in there to Riken. It's a 1-2 count. What else do we always talk about? My kids at one point.
Yeah, your kids usually make rounds.
It's actually a 1-1 count, rather. Strike. 1-2 now.
Riken officially is 0 on the day, but he's taken a trip on the base paths twice. He's reached on an error and walked so far in this one.
And another pitch misses away. 2-2 count. Easton Feeser on deck. The 2-2. Called strike 3, bottom half of the zone. Beck Riken sent down on a strikeout looking. Now bring up Easton Feeser. Pop out to right field. A walk and a sac fly RBI to his name today. We still have Colin Zarbach, courtesy running for Gavin Johnson at first.
No matter
to look and try to get at least an insurance run entering the top of the 7th. Go ahead, Brayden.
So yeah, no matter what happens here with this Feeser at bat, Yankton is 3 outs away as Zarbach's going to take second on a pass ball. Yankton is 3 outs away, but they'd love that insurance run like you mentioned.
So winner of this game will play time estimated 5:30 p.m. for the pool championship. If it's Yankton, will be on KYNT and KYN TV. And that one just misses on the outside, 2-0 count. And Belay checking the runner. Excuse me. And 2-1 count.
It almost looked like Feeser crow hopped into that swing.
I know, but I'm over here just sneezing. I don't know, man. The allergy is just absolutely just killing me. And the 2-1 to Easton Feeser.
We joke about guys sending it to the river. Might have actually if he made contact.
Yeah. See, I was trying to do my part, helping with the wind gust up here with my sneezes. It's a 2-2 count at the plate. Easton Feeser, Colin Zarbach leading off of second. 2 away. 4-3 lead for Yankton here in the bottom of the 6th. Belay delivers. Breaking ball on the outside is stopped by Primer. That would have been another 90 feet for Zarbach. But the count is now full. 3-5-1 for those who didn't understand that. I'm going to ban the number combinations next year. Payoff pitch. And Feeser crushes this one out towards center, but got under it a bit. And center fielder coming in, puts it away. There's DeRose out there putting it away. Easton Feeser, so we'll have a P8 in the scorebooks. And so after the 6th, there was no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Yankton leading 4-3, entering the top of the 7th, 3 outs away. We get into the pool championship here, day 2 of the Lewis and Clark Classic on KYNT and KYN TV. Scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT, Chiropractic, and Rehab. Back in 60 seconds on KYNT and KYN TV.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Tate Bestie on the mound still for Yankton. Tate Bestie, by the way, 0-0 record and no ERA. So just a perfect pitcher. 0-1 count to Alex Christensen, and fouls this one back. How did Milner get out back in the 6th?
Oh, he was the 5-3 put out to end the inning.
Oh, yeah, L5. That's right. Okay. I put it on the wrong thing here. Okay, Alex Christensen. Sorry, everyone. And swinging through that one. Strikeout. Tate Bestie. I'm swinging well ahead of that one. And on the inside portion of the play, it's a 1 away. Yankton 2 outs away now from the pool championship. I'll bring up Logan Schwab. And Tate Bestie sends it, and Schwab sends this one out deep to left on the warning track and brought in by Sager. I knew it wasn't out, but for the first, I don't know, microsecond off the bat, Brayden, I had an oh no.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one. Just Sager's ready for it out there in left field.
L7 brings up Jordan back. Not Buck, as I said earlier.
This will be Belay after all the
Oh, yeah,
changes
my
last
bad.
night.
Thanks, Belay. And first pitch to Belay. Call strike 0-1. Yeah, I didn't even look up. I was just looking at my scorebook. Belay. And 0-1 to Belay. Misses on the outside in the dirt. It's a 1-1 count. Tate Bestie, not the hardest thrower on the mound, but he throws strikes and he can locate the pitches, Brayden. As he locates this one, it is sent up. And speaking of which, Bestie will put it away. Yankton going to the pool championship tonight here at the Lewis and Clark Classic. Now 3-0 in the Classic. And just playing some really good baseball over the last 48 hours is Yankton. Congratulations to the Bucks. Or not, wow. It took many games until I said the Bucks, Brayden, but till post 12. Win against Zig Drywall 4-3 here, and we'll talk about it coming up in the post game on KYNT-TV.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
School may be out for summer, but now is the time to get your child's school and sports physicals. Beat the last-minute rush. Schedule your kindergarten physical and necessary vaccines, 6th grade physical and required vaccines, and for those entering 7th and 10th grade, your high school sports physical. Yankton Medical Clinic makes it easier than ever with online scheduling available 24/7. Or call today. School's out for summer, but let Yankton Medical Clinic help you stay ahead of the game by getting your school physicals now. So much care, so close to home.
Buying your first home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, when's the housewarming party moment. When you're ready to look for a home, start with a local FNBO mortgage lender. We're here to answer questions, personalize the experience, and share our expertise so you can focus on your search. Start your application and get pre-qualified now at fnbo.com. Your mortgage moment is just around the corner, and FNBO will be there every step. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. FNBO is an equal housing lender.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter, Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Move with Mason.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
I'm Colby Kukta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Kukta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
All right, welcome into the post-game report, and brought to you by the Move Group.
Yeah, Move Group. Are you buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. You can browse listings at themovegroup.com. Bryce, you want to just get into the stat recap here to start things off? Brought to you by Mayor Signs. Or, I guess, do you want to talk to head coach Drew Lawrence as he walks in here?
Yeah, post-game interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. At Rhonda, review your current home, auto, and life insurance. See, she can help you save some money. Coach, congratulations, 3-0 start in the Classic. Just some really good baseball from Yankton Sol baseball over the last 48 hours. We'll start with Cale Gary. Kind of like with Sean yesterday, a rough start, but we were telling ourselves in the booth that if he gets a inning break, come out and kind of settle down, he did. He put up a lot of eggs on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it was a tough start. He was falling behind hitters, which is bad, and then every pitch was ended up middle. So he was really good in the mound visit. I said, I know you're trying, but we just got to be a little bit more sharper. And then he was really hitting spots. He was really, really good after the first inning. Attacking zones, making more competitive pitches, and throwing the ball where he was trying to throw the ball. So when he can do that, he's tough to hit, as you can see when you put up 0 after 0 after 0. So great job by Cale coming back there.
And really good at bats from Yankton, not just in the sense of getting base hits and things, but just smart baseball. You have, Mark Cottle hitting a sac fly in a big situation. Easton Fieser doing the same. Yankton, as is your guys' moniker, good base running, aggressive base running, solid fielding overall. A lot of it just kind of carried over from my same attitude from last night's game. Just nothing jumps off the page except for just solid team baseball carrying you guys to another victory.
Yeah, those sac flies were big. I mean, we didn't do that last night. We weren't able to get runs in. We struck out too much. So Cottle and Fieser being able to do the job that we want them to do and put a ball in play that can get a run in is big. And it matters because we were down 3-0 and then boom, 3-1, boom, 3-2. And all of a sudden, okay, we feel a little bit better and we're in a game. Over the last couple of years, this group, if they get down, it's tough for them to come back. So them being able to come back after giving up 3 runs in the first inning is a big step for us. I know we're a good team. I know that we're very competitive, but that's a huge step for us moving forward because we're going to be in some games that really matter that we're going to get behind on early, and we got to be able to fight back and claw our way back into the game. And as you saw with our defense, we were able to do that. The double play there that was almost a triple play was huge. With our bunt defense that we run there, most of the time when somebody swings through that, it doesn't result in a base hit for them. I know that one was a little different. It was a line drive that Cottle had made a great play on, but we welcome swings on that. It's okay as long as somebody doesn't get hit that's coming in too hard. But we welcome that because it ends up helping out. So getting a double play, almost triple play was huge there, and our defense was just overall really good today, which it has been. Which is, we're down Goki today. We're down Wishon. So we had to move guys around. Nelly comes back into the infield there. We put Boston out in the outfield. We had only Zarbach left on the bench, so it was a full team effort.
Yeah, well, in that half inning, you're talking about Cottle's, his stab over there at third. In that half inning, all you needed was Gary, Cottle, and Fieser, because there was just some good defense there from Yankton. Next semifinal matchup is coming up. Obviously, one of the teams from last couple days, but Blair. The last couple years, you've seen Blair quite a bit here in this classic.
Yeah.
So I know you don't know a lot about scouting from this team perspective, but just overall as a program, they seem to always put a good product on the field.
Yeah, they've been really good coming here every year, and so we've put them in our pool because that's where they would like to play. I mean, I think they've missed 1 year of this whole tournament since it started, and I think that was the first year that the Lewis and Clark was made. So they keep coming back. So you mean, it's funny if they win this game, it's going to come down to us or Blair moving on, which is what it usually is in this pool. And their coach is a good guy, and their team is coached well. So, I hope it's them. I hope we get to go against Blair again. It's good competition, and it'll be a fiery game and fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Do you know who you're throwing tonight?
Frankie Infeld is going to throw tonight, so he was available. We haven't gone off our plan. We made some lineups to get guys into the game. Like we had Boston start a game because we need him to get some at bats. We had Kale catch a game early yesterday and then pitch today. So Frankie was always the guy that was going to start this game, and so we're going to go with that. We'll have Zarbach in relief. Can't have Bestie anymore. He's done. He's had his 2 appearances on 11 pitches, but he's
a workhorse.
Maybe we'll have Reichen didn't throw very much out in Watertown because he struggled a little bit, so he's available for an inning, but we need him available for Wednesday. So we're with Frankie, and then we'll see what happens.
No, but you're right. You mentioned you're trying to get these guys to eat innings out there, and that's exactly what they've done. You really haven't had to go to a bullpen or pull anyone really in this classic so far. So you're right, everything right on track, and you have to like that. We'll talk to you, Coach, in the post game of the pool championship. Congratulations again.
Yep, thank you.
Coach Drew Lawrence joins us. Thank you. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here on the post game report.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Now located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Many people in our area look forward to summer with the warmer, longer days, but for some, it can be a season filled with pain. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. More free time and outdoor activities can result in injuries that end in discomfort and pain. These problems may be the result of poor posture or technique, or you've simply pushed your body too far. When pain in the summer strikes, keep First Chiropractic Centers in mind, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Turning 65 or new to Medicare? Navigating your options can feel overwhelming, but we're here to help. At Missouri River Associates, we make it easy to find the right plan for your health and budget. From Medicare supplements, Advantage plans, and prescription drug coverage, we'll guide you every step of the way. Plus, our services are completely free. Call Missouri River Associates today, 665-6885. Let us help you find peace of mind and the coverage you deserve.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
All right, welcome back to the post-game report. Let's get into your stat recap as well as your game summary. Game summary brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door. And they specialize in sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout Eastern and South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Door is your local authorized Clopay dealer. Stat recap brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. All right, of course, Yankton victorious against Zig Drywall 4-3 in that semifinal matchup. Zig Drywall jumped out to lead in the top of the first inning. Nathan Kramer doubled, scoring 2 runs. Samson Genoese singled, scoring a run. And then Yankton captured the lead 4-3 at the bottom of the 4th after Zig Drywall committed an error and Easton Feeser hit a sacrifice fly, each scoring 1 run. Cale Gary earned the win for Yankton post 12. He gave up 6 hits, 3 runs over 5 2/3, striking out 2, walking 1. Kramer took the loss for Zig Drywall seniors. He went 1 1/3 innings, giving up 0 runs, 0 hits, striking out none, but walking 2. Levi Lasher began the game for Zig Drywall. He surrendered 5 hits, 4 runs. 1 of them was earned in his 3 1/3 innings. He struck out 2, walked 3. Tate Bestie tossed 1 1/3 innings, a shutout ball for Yankton in the relief. And he allowed 0 hits, striking out 1 and walking none. He'll be done for the Classic, as we just heard Coach Drew Lawrence say. Gavin Johnson, Evan Sirk, Mark Cottle, Matthew Sheldon, and Bestie each collected 1 hit for Yankton. Beck Reichen, Cottle, Feeser, and Sheldon each drove in an RBI. Sirk stole 2 bags, and Yankton worked the count all day, tallying 6 walks, and Yankton turned 3 double plays in the game. Kramer provided some pop in the middle of the lineup. He led Zig Drywall with 2 RBI, and he went 2 for 3 on the day. Kramer and Alex Christensen each collected 2 hits for Zig Drywall, and Zig Drywall on the defensive end turned 1 double play. And so that is that. Yankton now will take on the winner of Ashland and Blair. And winner of this game ahead of us, that'll be the pool championship tonight. 4:45 p.m. estimated pregame, 5:30 first pitch here from Riverside Field. All right, let's get into your awards. Defensive Player of the Game brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. Mark Cottle, just on the play he had at third alone. That was incredible. It was a great play and a lot of great defense from all Yankton. There's a lot of good plays I could pick out, but just in that half inning, having him charge a grounder, throw it out the final out, obviously preserving his own life by nabbing 1 out of the air line drive and making that into a double play. He's going to be our defensive player of the game. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Hy-Vee. There's a helpful smile in every aisle. Well, looking at that, they mentioned there's a couple RBIs for Yankton to choose from here. Beck Reichen, Easton Feeser, Mark Cottle. But I'm actually going to give it to Beck Reichen because he had an RBI. No official hits. He does have a walk. And he does have a strikeout. However, he does have those stolen bags. 2 of them. No, that wasn't Reichen. That was Sirk. I apologize, everybody. I looked at the stats all wrong. But I'll still give it to Reichen. He had an RBI, got on base, and worked the count at the plate. He's our offensive player of the game. All right, and schedule preview. We already mentioned tonight the the pool championship, winner of Ashland or Blair tonight, and that is brought to you by Parker Hannafin of Yankton. Look ahead to a brighter future with a new career at Parker of Yankton. All benefits begin day one. Learn more at parker.com. Parker, engineering your success. For Brayden Butler, I'm Bryce Ladwig. That'll wrap it up for this broadcast. Yankton wins 4-3. Are playing in the pool championship tonight. This has been Yankton Baseball on KYNT and KYN-TV, Yankton's home team and stream.
FM 1021 and AM 1450, KYNT, Yankton.